Solo Shots on the Sweet Spot is brought to you by Dothan Cosmetic Dentistry, Westside Auto Care, and Mustard Seed Landscaping. Welcome to Solo Shots on the Sweet Spot. I'm your host, Corey Bradley, joined by Kaylyn Wise, 8th grader here at Northside, and Alyssa Turner, a sophomore here at Northside Methodist Academy. The girls just played against Glenwood. I mean, this was a very tale of two halves type game, right? You had Glenwood up 34-16 at the half, but something changed after halftime where Northside came out an 11-0 run. They ended up closing the gap. It was 38-33 after 3. And then in the fourth quarter, Dana Cool, the only senior for Northside, hit a 3 to tie it at 42 with 4 minutes left before Northside ultimately fell to Glenwood 50-44. But before we talk about the valiant comeback effort attempt, what happened in that first half that led to the Knights digging themselves into such a big hole?
I think most of it was just they got on a big jump and we just kind of got down and thought we lost it, and then we just we weren't working as a team as much as we should have.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So at halftime, our Coach Steve was out there and he was saying, hope the girls come out with a completely different attitude and mindset out the locker room. What was said in that locker room? I mean, what was Coach Stinson, I guess, what was the adjustments that y'all talked about in that halftime break that y'all had?
It was basically to just get your head in the game, work harder, make sure you jump and get everything.
Yeah.
And try for everything and not just give up.
Yeah. And you always say teams can't win a game in the first half, but you can lose it.
Mm-hmm.
You can lose a game in the first half. And so, I want to commend you girls for not caving in, not quitting, because any team that gets down 18 at halftime and still finds a way to make it where you have a chance to win it in those final seconds, I mean, that says a lot about the team. It says a lot about the character of the team, that no matter what it looks like, we're not going to quit. We're not going to cave in. And, anytime you see a team take that initiative and that pride in their game, hey, we're here to win. I don't care how that first quarter looked. I don't care how that second quarter looked. The most important quarter is that third quarter. And because what you can do in the third quarter, you can get back in it, or like Glenwood's case, they could have put the game away. They could have taken an 18-point lead and made it to 30 by the end of the third. So it was great work by the Knights on their way, ultimately losing by 6 points to a really good Glenwood team. But Alyssa, tell me, as you guys have a very young team, but it's a talented team, what have you seen in the progression for the Knights this year as we reach getting into reach and play here soon?
I think most of it is just everybody wants to push to get better, and we're like a family, so we all get along really good, and we're all just really good at listening to each other.
Yeah.
And we just take everybody's coachable. Everybody's very coachable on that team, and I think that helps everybody just go. And when you have one person push the team, everybody follows. And yeah.
So, Kaylyn, you're one of the younger ones on the team, being in 8th grade. This will be your spotlight here soon, as far as one of the ones who you remember what it's like to be young, but you'll remember once you get 10th, 11th grade. I remember how it feels to help the younger ones come up after me, because I know how that feels to be part of a team where I'm one of the least experienced ones when it comes to this level. But what have you seen from your perspective as far as trying to be a good teammate and helping your teammates as you guys get ready for region play?
I always try to pick people up, and they do the same.
Yeah.
We're always really positive to each other, and especially coming in new, everybody's been really nice to me and just lifting me up and teaching me all this new stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So as we get ready for, like I said, region play in January, it's a lot of games that's piled on top of each other and a lot of meaningful games for the Knights to achieve their goal. Obviously, you want to win an area tournament championship, right? In order for the Knights to do that, tell me what it's going to take for Northside to accomplish that feat.
I think it's just going to take us, like I said, just work as a team and play as hard as we can and just do what we know how to do individually, and it'll all come together.
Kaylyn, what are your thoughts?
About the same as hers. Just work for everything that you have.
Hey, you heard it here first. Kaylyn Wise, 8th grader, Alyssa Turner, 10th grader here at Northside Academy, as they get ready for their Monday game against Pike Lib, Tuesday against Houston Academy, and then next Friday they'll be playing Slocum. So we wish the Knights the best of luck as they get ready for this last stretch of games here in January, and we appreciate everyone that supports the Sweet Spot.